Hello, good morning, everybody. Welcome to my channel. Hope you all had a great weekend. And let's review how things are today. And this is Nasdaq. We're going towards a resistance area here. You can see even on S&P 500. These are the zones you would like to short or take profit. You can see here on Friday, we came around 62.38 and then dumped to neutral zone. White line is neutral zone where things could bounce. The best area to buy is in the green zone and best area to short is in the red zone. So right now we are again going towards the red zone, and then you can see pre-market all futures are up. S&P 500 is up, Nasdaq is up, Dow Jones and Russell, they're all up. So be a bit careful because we could be opening on a gap up and then uh, trying to fill the gap. Okay, so what that means is if I go to regular trading hours, you can see we're opening on this big gap up. So probably they're going to bring it back down to fill this gap. So a good opening market open could be a good short for it to fill the gap, and then it can bounce back again. So usually how the way it works is they will probably bring it down to fill this area and then probably take it down, take it higher, or they can continue going lower. Now just let me show you daily chart. There are a few gaps which are not filled. You can see SPX, this is the gap around 60.93, then there's a gap around 60.30, then there are more gaps down. So just be careful. They at some point they will fill that gap, okay? And now they could probably actually on SPY right now they're already opening on a gap up, so they could probably continue going lower and fill this gap. That's also possible, or they're gonna keep going it higher, leave this gap up, and then later on come back lower to fill this gap. Okay, so just keep that in mind. No matter which way we go, remember these two gaps will be filled. So if you're on cash, that will be really good. Or if you have profit market open, look to take profits. All right, and then wait for this pullback. I don't like to short in bull market, so I rather wait for a dip because I don't know how high this rally can go, and I don't want to get short squeezed and lose all my money. So I just wait for the dip. So just be patient, wait patiently here. Okay. Same thing on triple Qs here. You can see here we could either keep going higher, come back later, or we can go lower, fill these gaps, and then go higher. So be very cautious here. These are live market here. You can see this MES going higher, new all-time high, still keep going higher. This is MNQ, Nasdaq also keep going higher. So at some point you can see we do come back to this green line on a daily chart. So at some point we'll come back. So it's not like market gonna keep going straight up. You can see whenever it goes straight up, it comes back down. So just be very, very cautioned here. Bitcoin is looking all right. Bitcoin is holding nicely, still making higher highs, higher lows. Sorry, lower high, lower lows. You can see this is the chart, and you can see if I draw a trend line, you can see it's still making these and getting a 8 count sell signal, which is not good. The fact that we're getting a 8 count sell signal. So be careful here. You can see Ethereum is also getting rejected on this blue line again. And in terms of gaps, BTC had a gap up here on this day, Wednesday, and this gap is still not filled. So they could bring it back all the way to 105, and then you could buy that there. Ethereum, Ethereum chart here. Now, unfortunately, Ethereum gap is all the way around to 1700. So that's going to be a very significant drop if they decide to drop from here to here. So around 30% drop. But anything can happen in crypto. On the other side, if they want to pump it up, there are gaps around 2900. So sorry, 27, 2800, 20% up, 32%, 40%, and then 60% higher. All right. So keep that in mind. Okay, in terms of stocks, Tesla is still weak. For some reason it's down 0.6%. I did pick it up on this touch of this white line, sorry, yellow lines, and these moving averages. Now they could drop it to this gap around, you can see 309. All right, so just keep that in mind. Worst case, they could drop it to where it closed to that 4.14%. That will be a really good entry if you get that. Now it is other way to look at is also that this could be they could try to you can see this trend line here, and this could be like a breakout and then back test. All right, so you can see it broke out, back test, and they could still go higher. So keep that in mind. And now if this does not hold and it breaks down of below this trend line, then this is a false breakout, and then we're probably going lower. So we'll know soon today. Hopefully it will recover and go higher. We don't know which way it's going to go. Just be careful and keep for a bounce. Look for a bounce. Apple was still a little weak on the close on Friday, again up 0.5%, but this yellow line is acting as a resistance right now, and also this red line. So let's see if it can close, and eventually Apple should break out to fill some of these gaps. So it's just you have to be very patient. 7-8 counts buy signal a couple of days ago is just testing patience of all the investors in Apple. So just be on a lookout of a breakout. Whenever we get that, it should be very explosive breakout. Apart from that, Google and Meta are up because Canada is they're deleting the 3% tax after Trump threat. So Meta is up, Google is up. You can see already gap up after 8 counts buy signal. You can see Meta here already going to previous high. Wow, it's already going to new all-time high. So unbelievable moves here. nvda also you can see already at new all-time high. avgo now looks like it wants to pick it up and go higher. So yeah, it's all the tech stocks are ready to rock and roll. Amazon you can see also going higher. So at everything is at Netflix getting a 9 count sell signal. Be careful to buy Netflix here. In terms of bond market, you can see here in front of some resistance, so we could get a pullback on TLT. I look to buy TLT on these gap fills 85 and 84. Hang Seng Index is also could be coming back to fill this gap around 23,780. Toronto Stock Exchange extremely bullish, just holding nicely. Nothing interesting there. Oil is pretty interesting. Back to this support area. I don't think it's going to break. I think it's going to hold here for a couple of days and then maybe bounce. So oil could be a good trade. If it breaks, it could come all the way down to 60 to fill this gap. Natural gas is down, not sure why, but again near to 200 moving average, blue lines on the support. Gold is getting a 7 counts buy signal today. Not sure why it was down, but made a new low. So it's a change in trend, guys. It broke this low, so any bounce could be failed. People can be selling it, and it could come all the way back to 2782. Believe me or not. So I'm staying away from gold. It's been too high for me to trade this. Apart from that, Shopify is pretty interesting. Fill this gap on Thursday, now looking to go higher. Palantir had a massive drop. Not sure what happened, just from nowhere. Had a massive drop, but this could be. You can see this is where the previous support is, so they could bounce from here. So you can see this is the previous area. This whole area is going to act as a support. That's where it stopped, and a bounce. But be careful, this bounce can be rejected, and you can see this bounce here can get rejected somewhere here, and they can still go lower. You can see there are multiple gaps to the downside on this Palantir. So just be very, very careful on this stock. UNH had a nice day, bullish day, 2%. Finally, closing above all moving averages, white and green line. Let's see if it can continue here. MicroStrategy also up, was up significantly on Friday, gave it all back. Again, trying to fill this gap around 399. CNQ looks nice on testing support around 200 moving average. Suncor also doing the same thing. So let's see if it can finally pick it up from here. Keep an eye out on this. And that's it for today, guys. Tesla, sorry, this is VIX. We're still keeping an eye on VIX. If I get 7-8 counts signal, I think it's gonna get ready to bounce and stock market will sell off. So I'm just gonna keep an eye on VIX. For now, there are no major bounces on VIX, so everything is looking okay. And then from level perspective, guys, if you want to know more about these levels, you can join my channel and you can make a lot of money. You can see when to sell and buy. I share this with my subscribers. There's a join button in the description of this video, bottom left. Click on it, join, let me know your user ID. I will add you to Discord channel where I share these levels and stocks are buy and sells. For example, Tesla, I pick it off near this green line. Now it's going higher. So I'm already in profit, looking for a little bit more pump before I exit. So things like that I share, all right? So you can make a lot of money and it's going to be very helpful for you. Here's a level for Bitcoin before I go. You can see came back to green line, nice area. Now looks like it wants to go back to red line. So a lot of day trading opportunities, easy trades here. And I share Bitcoin charts for free in the channel, just as a free gift. Okay, guys, take care. Have a good one. Hit the like button on your way out. I'll talk to you later. Bye.